Hi there, I'm Mike. What I have for you today is a Zanini Box. This is November's Zanini Box. I know that because it's currently November and they're always on time with their boxes. I actually got this at the end of October. This is just the first time I've been able to do it. So let's go ahead and get it open. Now, if you have seen Zanini Box unboxings from me or other people, you know the drill. But if this is your first time watching this, hi. Welcome. Zanini Box is run by Pedro Zanini, and I think probably some other people. I don't think it's just a one-man operation. It's mostly pins. That was how it started, but he's branched into cards. So I'm gonna go through all this. I'm gonna explain to you the pricing as I go. You can take it as a sales pitch if you want. I am a salesperson by trade, but mostly I really like this box. He sends them to me for free, and I just want you to know kind of what you're getting into, and whether or not I think it's kind of worth it to get all of them, I guess. So let's get started with the cards. If you like these cards, it costs $6 to get them. And what you get is this entire page of all of these cards, all 9 cards. They're comics, they're movies, and they're video games. And it's kind of fun. They're nice, thick cards, very thick cardboard. They're printed super well. So let's get started with what's on them. Starting with Batman Rebirth right here, number 2. This was published July 6, 2016, written by Tom King. And I know that because on the back, it has all of the information on the card. I'm not just some walking guru of Batman comics. Definitely not, because as much as I love Batman, I'm just not. Next, we have Thanos number 2. Look at that artwork. I really like that artwork. That's really good. This was published December 21st, 2016, written by Jeff Lemire. Drawn, I guess the artist, the cover artist is Mike Deodato. I don't fucking know. Anyways, Thanos is definitely popular. More popular now than he was in 2016, I would say, because like the normal person knows who Thanos is now. And then next we have Amazing Spider-Man number 11, published April 10th, 1964. So it's not just kind of recent comics. Written by Stan Lee, cover art by the famous Steve Ditko. This is a very famous cover. I've seen this cover a lot. It's always weird though when they have basically an entire paragraph on the front of the comic cover. I know it's kind of a different time, but I don't feel like you should have a big block of words like that on the cover. Anyways, moving on, we've got Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, right here. Directed by Peter Jackson, released December 17th, 2003. 200 minutes running time, which tells me that this is the regular theatrical version, and I don't get out of bed for anything less than the extended version personally. If I don't have 4 hours to watch Return of the King, I'm not watching Return of the King, because that is the commitment that Return of the King requires. Next, we have American Beauty, directed by Sam Mendes. It's released September 15th, 1999. I remember this because I was in high school and Thora Birch was naked in it, and she had big boobs. That's about all I got. And then next, we have season 3 of Game of Thrones. This was still back when Game of Thrones was still pretty good. The dragons were kind of coming. This was released back in 2013 by HBO. It won 2 Emmy Awards. It was 10 episodes long. And again, it was back when people still liked Game of Thrones. Rest in peace, Game of Thrones. Next, we have League of Legends. Now, I have never played that's not true. I've played League of Legends a little bit. It was released October 27, 2009. It is a MOBA, which actually spawned from Dota, Defense of the Ancients, which is a gameplay style that was an add-on or like a mod to Warcraft 3. That spawned like an entire genre of game, and this was one of the big ones. It's not my favorite genre. I know it's a popular genre. It's a very big esports genre, but it's not my favorite genre by far. Next, we have Devil May Cry 5, which was released March 8th, 2019 by Capcom. I have played the first 3 Devil May Cries. I never played 4 or 5. I don't really have anything against it. I've just never played it. That's all. And then lastly, we have River Raid for the Atari 2600, released in 1982. That's about all I got. It's by Activision. It's just one of those old Atari games. I don't think I've ever played it, to be honest with you. Anyway, so this is, again, it's $6, and you get this entire thing. You just put it in a binder, you're good to go. So that's the card section. Next, we have the pins. Now, there's 3 levels to the pins. There's the basic, the standard, and the premium. The basic is $9.99, so $10, and you get 3 pins. The first pin here is V for Vendetta, which was a very popular movie. Actually, I don't think it was very popular at the time, but it was adopted. This Guy Fawkes mask was adopted by like 4chan and Anonymous back in the day. And I don't know, like the whole remember the 5th of November thing was popular for people to say. At this point, the recording, the 5th of November was 2 days ago. People don't realize that that's all about destroying the government to set up a religious oligarchy, which is not something that I would like have done. It's still a good movie. It has a connection to Lord of the Rings because Weaving was the guy. Next we have probably I'm just gonna spoil it, probably my favorite thing in the box. This is Freakazoid right here. This came out around the same time. It was produced by Steven Spielberg. It came out around the same time as Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain and all that stuff. So Freakazoid, very funny. I love it. It was like Deadpool, but before Deadpool was mainstream kind of thing. Runs around in underwear, Freakazoid, Freakacy. Love Freakazoid. Freakazoid's great. Next we have Cyberpunk 2077 pin. I am looking forward to this game a lot. I really like this print is friggin' fantastic. Look at this. Look at that font, the style. I love this pin. It's even a double backer pin, so that's kind of fun. I like that a lot. That's good. So that is the basic package. You get those 3 pins for $10. And honestly, these 3 pins are fantastic. These are great pins. For, I think, $3 more, you get 1 more pin. And that's in addition to the Star Wars pins that are coming out. And this one's going to be a fan favorite, Darth Maul. Not only is Darth Maul a great character, and you might be saying, but Mike, he was only in 1 movie and he died. No, you need to watch the Clone Wars because he becomes a great character. And Rebels. Number 2, this pin is badass. This is a great pin. This is a pin that I would proudly wear no matter what. And then lastly, for I believe $2 more, so it's $14.99. You get 1 final pin. So $15, and you get all of them. So for $15, you get 5 pins. This is Thor. Now this is their Marvel style. I'm not a big fan because it looks like their arms just kind of end at their biceps, which I'm just not a fan of the look there. It looks kind of like, no, it's not classic Thor, but it's not classic Thor. Like it's not MCU Thor, but it's definitely Thor. Like it's not Thor. You know, I just can't pinpoint what Thor it is. It's missing the big chest metal nipples that he's got. That's it. So if you want to get everything though, the cards and the pins, you can save a little money and pay $20 and you get 5 pins and a page of cards. If you use my name, you get 10% off your first purchase. So you can do that. I don't get anything from it. I get this from it, I guess, but there's no like kickback to me. I just want to save you money if you feel like you want the stuff. And I feel like this is one of the best Zanini boxes I've ever gotten, ever. I like all of the pins. I like all of the cards. Usually it's filled with stuff like, well, I didn't really like this property, or my mom wouldn't let me watch this when I was a kid. But I love every one of these. If I have to put these in order, from least to best, Thor, which says a lot, is my least favorite. I'm going to put, weirdly, V for Vendetta second, but don't think that I don't love V for Vendetta. I just, this is tough. I'm going to put Cyberpunk number 3 here for me. Then I'm going to put Freakazoid number 4 and Darth Maul, being that I'm a massive Star Wars fan and I genuinely do like Darth Maul as a character. He's number 1 here. So Darth Maul, Freakazoid, Cyberpunk, V for Vendetta, and Thor. But I like them all. None of these are like, well, I don't really like this. This is a tough decision, but not so tough that I couldn't just make it on the fly. Anyway, so that's my unboxing for Zanini Box. Let me know down in the downstairs area what you thought of it. What was your favorite pin? Do you get this? Do you just like watching them for some reason? I know these videos never do well. They never really ever break 1,000 views, but I don't care. I don't do this for views. I do it because I like to. It's like my hobby, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I want my channel to just be something that I like to do. I hope people watch it for that reason. I'd love to thank Pedro Zanini for saying this to me. I'd love to thank my Patreon supporters who support me on an unboxing level or higher. Thank you, it means a lot to me. If you want to do that, you can. If you don't care about that, I do have a YouTube channel membership that doesn't really do anything, but it does support the channel. There's also a couple different ways down the downstairs area you can help the channel out if you want to that are free. Up to and including liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell for more notifications, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far, and I'll see you later. Bye.